If you've ever tried counting the stars, swimming to the bottom of the ocean, or understanding quantum mechanics, you've brushed up against the idea of infinity. But what happens when infinity isn't a concept, but a person? God is infinite, which means he is without limits or boundaries, not just in power, not just in presence, but in his very being. He isn't measured, he isn't improved, he isn't contained. As Louis Berkhoff said it, the infinitude of God is that perfection by which he is free from all limitations and is in every way immeasurable and boundless. Psalm 145 verse 3 says this: "Great is the Lord and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable." That means you could study God for a billion years and still not reach the borders, because there aren't any. His understanding is unsearchable. Heaven and the highest heaven can't contain him, and his ways inscrutable. But here's what's beautiful: God's infinitude isn't a separate thing he has, it's the perfection of all he is. So, he has infinite knowledge, omniscience, infinite power, omnipotence, infinite presence, omnipresence, and yes, infinite love, justice, mercy, and holiness. To quote Stephen Charnock, his perfections are not parts of a limited being, they are infinite in scope, perfect in degree, and eternal in duration. Now, let's clear up one common myth. Being infinite doesn't mean God can do nonsense. He cannot sin. He cannot lie. He cannot make a square circle or a rock too heavy to lift. Not because he's too weak, but because he's not absurd. R.C. Sproul said it best: God's omnipotence does not mean the power to do the logically absurd. God cannot contradict himself, and this is not a lack, but a perfection. So don't picture God as a genie with unlimited wishes. Picture him as the fountain of all perfections, limitless in wisdom, power, goodness, and glory. And here's the comfort: you will never exhaust his mercy. You will never be beyond his reach. You will never face a problem too complex or a burden too big, because the infinite God doesn't grow weary, doesn't run dry, doesn't max out. And in Christ, that infinite God says, "Come to me."